breaking news, important stuff after 15 months of war and devastation. This morning, multiple sources confirming Israel and Hamas have reached a ceasefire deal.
Let's go live to Nine's Europe correspondent Jessica Millwood. Jess, good morning to you. So what is the US saying?
Significant news to bring you both this morning. Good morning. This has been developing very quickly, but the very latest from the US is that a ceasefire deal between Israel and Hamas has been reached. Now, Hamas is also confirming that. So too are Qatari sources. No word yet from Israel, although in the past 10 minutes or so, the Israeli Prime Minister has reportedly said there are still issues that need to be discussed. So there's been so many twists and turns this afternoon. Qatari's Prime Minister, of course, that country has been central to these negotiations over the past few months. He called a media conference to presumably announce that a deal had been reached. Then there was word that there'd been a snag and Hamas negotiators were called into a room with the Qatari Prime Minister. Then, very quickly, the US confirmed that the deal had been done. But now we're hearing from Israel's Prime Minister that we're not quite yet there. We are looking at live shots of the Qatari Prime Minister's office in Doha. We are standing by for that media conference, but incoming President Donald Trump, he has taken to Truth Social to confirm that the deal is done. He has said this epic ceasefire agreement could have only happened as a result of our historic victory in November. With this deal in place, my national security team will continue to work closely with Israel and our allies to make sure Gaza never again becomes a terrorist safe haven. We will continue promoting peace through strength throughout the region. So Donald Trump very clearly taking credit for this deal. We know that he said if the hostages weren't released by the time he came to office, there would be hell to pay. But the current US Secretary of State, Antony Blinken, has been central to these negotiations. He has gone to Doha several times, and we've also heard from him confirming the deal. Take a look.
First, the firing stops. Hamas, Israel stop firing. Israel pulls back its forces. Hostages begin to be released. Prisoners come out of Israeli jails and go back, and we surge humanitarian assistance to people who so desperately need it. All of that happens during a 6-week period.
So Antony Blinken there detailing some of what will be involved in this ceasefire plan, but detail has been leaked over the past few days. It will be 3 phases, 33 hostages to be released from Gaza straight away, and that we understand will be women and children. Most of those are believed to be alive. Palestinian prisoners will in turn be released to either Gaza or Egypt. Importantly, humanitarian aid will surge into the Gaza Strip, some 600 trucks per day. And then the IDF will begin a staged withdrawal from Gaza. We have already seen celebrations in Khan Yunis and also across Gaza and in Jerusalem and Tel Aviv in Israel. So mixed reports this morning, guys. US saying it's done. Israel's Prime Minister saying not quite there yet. We are standing by for a media conference from the White House and also Doha. So as soon as anyone stands up there, we'll bring you the very latest on this developing story throughout the Today Show.
Yeah, a lot to follow, and it really is still developing. Thank you, Jess.